The Truth About Reconstruction, Part 1. The Civil War ends, but peace doesn't. When most Americans think about the Civil War, they picture Appomattox Courthouse. On April 9, 1865, Confederate General Robert E. Lee surrendered the Army of Northern Virginia to Union General Ulysses S. Grant. It is often portrayed as the moment the Civil War ended. And in one sense, it did. The large-scale fighting was over. Within weeks, the remaining Confederate armies surrendered, and after 4 long years of war, the Union had been preserved. But if you think the story ends there, you're missing one of the most important chapters in American history. The Civil War ended. Peace did not. The war left the United States facing challenges unlike anything it had experienced before. More than 600,000 Americans had died, making it the deadliest conflict in our nation's history. Entire cities, farms, railroads, and industries across the South had been devastated. The Southern economy had collapsed, and millions of people faced an uncertain future. Most importantly, nearly 4 million enslaved men, women, and children were now legally free. That single fact changed everything. For the first time in American history, the nation had to answer questions it had never faced before. What did freedom actually mean? Was freedom simply the absence of slavery, or did it also include the right to vote, own property, receive an education, testify in court, and participate fully in American society? Who would rebuild the South? Who would govern the former Confederate states? Could the men who had led the rebellion immediately return to positions of political power? Or should the federal government reshape Southern society before restoring those states to the Union? These were not minor political disagreements. They were fundamental questions about the future of the United States. Adding to the uncertainty was the assassination of President Abraham Lincoln on April 14, 1865. Just 5 days after Lee's surrender. Lincoln had guided the nation through its greatest crisis, but he would never oversee the peace. Responsibility now fell to Vice President Andrew Johnson, a Southern Unionist from Tennessee, whose vision for Reconstruction differed significantly from many members of Congress. Almost immediately, disagreements emerged over how the nation should move forward. Those disagreements would grow into one of the greatest political struggles in American history. Historians call this period Reconstruction. From 1865 to 1877, Americans struggled to rebuild not only the South, but the nation itself. It was a time of hope, conflict, political change, racial violence, constitutional reform, and competing visions of what freedom and citizenship should mean. Understanding Reconstruction isn't simply about understanding what happened after the Civil War. It's about understanding the America we live in today. In the next episode, we'll examine President Andrew Johnson's plan for Reconstruction and ask a question that would divide the nation. Who should decide the future of the South? The President or Congress? If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and consider supporting History Academics on Patreon. And remember, history isn't just about what happened, it's about understanding why it mattered.